And when I was subbing yesterday, a boy told me that he loved me. When I told him to use that word too freely, he said, "As a sub. I love you as a sub." Somewhere in the past 2 decades, it became no longer acceptable to teach students to cover their mouth when they cough with their hands. Apparently, what's hip these days is teaching students to cough into their elbow pit. I see a huge problem with this. The reason we taught them to cough into their hands before was because your hands can nicely make a cup, which can cup to your face, and block out all the germs. The arm, it just doesn't muffle quite as nicely. And either way I put my arm, the germs are gonna come out somewhere. I don't get it. We load these kids up with hand sanitizer. I'm quite a fan of hand washing myself, but this little clear alcoholic gel floats everywhere in elementary as well as secondary classrooms. One middle school I work at has even supplied every single classroom with a half-gallon tub of the stuff. Why can't we just have the students cough into their hands and then use the hand sanitizer? That way we contain a little more germs and then their hands would still be clean and they wouldn't be spreading those germs. But I'm not the one that gets to make those decisions. I doubt the people that make those decisions interact with very many students. But I am the one that'll catch swine flu if it's floating around. Hopefully I don't. I'll get in many conversations with people who know I'm a sub and they know that I'm subbing for an art teacher, but they do not know that I'm an art sub. And many times, somewhere in the conversation, they will ask me, "Oh, are you an art teacher?" But depending on their tone of voice and the context, their job title, and perhaps just how threatening their presence is, I usually take offense. This is because I was once scolded for reading a book while subbing in an art classroom. It was essentially a threat. It was by the art supervisor in the school. You want to do your best to impress them. However, the students were all working very quietly. I had just walked around the entire classroom and checked and made sure that none of them were texting or doing something they shouldn't. And I didn't want to give them an excuse to start asking me questions about what kind of music I listen to or whether or not I have a boyfriend. It was an amazing class. Not a single student was talking. This leads me to something else. It's not necessarily restricted to my experiences with substitute teaching. I hate it when people ask me a question and then tell me I'm wrong. In the past several weeks, some people have asked me for my opinion. And then when I tell them, I think you should go with A, they will fight me and say, no, I'm gonna go with B. B it is, B all the way. But now I'm invested in it because I've given it some thought, and before I wouldn't have cared. Why did you bother asking me for my opinion? I wouldn't have cared what you did previous, but now I do care. And this is a waste of my energy. The other day when I was subbing, the teacher had left me some plans. They were relatively short plans, but they were clear. The TA came up to me and asked me how it was to be done. I explained, it is to be done this way, and the TA asked to look at the teacher's plans. Sure, no problem. And the TA reads the part of the plans that I had read to tell the TA that it was done this way, and takes it to mean something entirely different. If the equation was 1 = 1, she just made 1 = -1. I love you as a sub.